All
So,
right.
are we here?
One sec here.
Hello, world. Welcome to another live stream of Piano Music She Wrote. I'm Sandra Mogensen. You know
I'm
that.
Erica Sipes.
Yeah, you know that by now. Hopefully, if you've been watching us.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, are we having a tech?
Okay, I got it. I got it. Technical difficulties.
But we're launched. Okay, so we just thought we would come on live stream just to celebrate the fact that, in fact, it's exactly 6 months ago that we started uploading videos onto our channel. And what about this? We have now 63 videos. I'm sure you've all seen every single one of them. But if you've missed any, they're all there for you. Um, and those 63 videos, we have a couple in the can, so we're ready with 65. But anyway, that represents 54 composers. Some
That's
composers
incredible.
more than one video of. Um, Over 28,000 views. Thank you, everyone. And that means nearly 2,000 hours of viewing time. So thank you. This is just the beginning, though. Um, uh, I think I figured out also that these 63 videos that we've put up, I've been busy with arithmetic. Love it. That's actually over 5 hours worth of music. So I think, Erica, you've really expanded your repertoire in the last 6 months, as have I.
Oh, you could say that again. I think we both
Incredible.
have.
Incredible. So, and in that time, we've also, of course, made our spreadsheet available for donation, so that all that music that's written by women that's so far on IMSLP is on our spreadsheet, and that's recently been updated and will continually be updated. So I just want to ask you, Erica, in those 6 months, what do you have some favorites? I mean, you're not supposed to have favorites with all your children, but what stands out for you?
So many. I mean, I have some of my favorite pieces, but that I keep performing over and over again now, which is really fun. But I think what I would love to I would just say that I've found out about Marie Jael, who to me is one of the most fascinating composers. I mean, there probably are more, but there's just so little information on a lot of them that it's hard to know that they're amazing. But with Marie Jael, as I started digging into her, I was so fascinated by her interest in research in particular, um, that she befriended so many scientists and really went after learning about, her big thing was about piano touch and really understanding scientifically what goes on with the pianist in order to make one pianist's touch different than another's. And for some reason that just absolutely set off these like light bulbs in my head because as a fledgling piano teacher, I don't do a lot of it, but that is one of the most difficult things to put into words when I'm working with students.
Mhm.
But it's also one of the most crucial, right?
Exactly.
So I think for me, that's been so fascinating. And while I was doing that research about her, which there, by the way, there are lots of books that she's written, but most of them are in French, which is driving me bonkers. There's no translations. So somebody please get on that and start translating because I
Okay.
want to read
Yeah.
all of this great stuff that she figured out. What was I going to say? Oh, but in the process of reading about that aspect of her, you know, she was married to another pianist. I can't remember his name, Alfred or Arthur or something,
It was Alfred.
but they performed together. And, they performed all over the world. She performed every work that Liszt had written, and she was by Liszt's side a lot of the time. She was by his side towards the end of his life. She sat in all the lessons he taught and took notes. You know, I mean, and then she performed all of his works. I think she performed maybe all of, I think maybe the Beethoven sonatas.
Beethoven. Yeah, yeah,
I,
exactly.
I mean, phenomenal, and so many amazing things that men that we respect in our history have said about her.
Hmm.
And so then it's one of those things where it's like, why haven't I heard about her before? We've heard about Clara Schumann, fine, but Marie really sounds like she was kind of in that same stratosphere.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my little person to shout out about. How about you? A piece or a composer?
Oh my goodness. There's been so many discoveries. Um, for me, a highlight is discovering this Nocturne by Francis Allison,
Hmm.
British composer. That piece, as soon as I started to play it, I was just, where have you been all my life? Like, such a beautiful, incredible, confident composer. Ah, I knew her name from her being known as a song composer to a certain extent, but to find an actual piano piece that's now part of my repertoire, oof, so exciting. Um, but yeah, and your discovery of the Eglogue of Melanie Bonis or Mel Bonis, that was such, oh, what an amazing piece that is.
Yeah, and that seems to really speak to so many people. I have
Mhm.
several, I mean, I don't have a lot of students, but I have several that are learning it. You
Okay,
know,
learning it as well. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. And that is another thrill of this project is now to see that my students are responding to this music and keen to try several pieces by several of these composers. So, and I don't feel
yeah,
like it's because I've pushed it on them. I think there's really such a such an excitement about the
absolutely.
expansion for her repertoire.
I have one other little story to say about what's come out of this project. Is that okay if I share that too?
Please.
So towards the beginning, I recorded all of Olga Nazayanskaya's aquarels. It was one of those pieces like the Allison for You that when I read it through, it just spoke to me.
Your piece, yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. And when we started looking into finding biographical information about Olga, we found her on Facebook, but we didn't find a whole lot of other information about her. And anyway, but we finally got a hold of her. I think you did on Instagram or
So, yeah.
Facebook. And then I started getting in touch with her. And come to find out that she wrote those when she was 16 or 17 or something. And then I don't know that she's done a lot of composing since then.
No.
And so then when I reached out to her and said that I was recording them for our project, I think it really moved her and made her feel like that side of her was being honored,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know? And I think that's such a beautiful thing. And then I recently performed some of the pieces on a live streamed performance I did. And this conductor, who I really, really respect and revere, who's in our area, he commented and said, "These are stunning works."
Aren't
You
they?
know,
Wow, beautiful.
and so I passed that on to her. And it's just so important to get that out there and to start helping to boost up these women composers who are fantastic.
Okay.
So
Current
that's
and
what.
historical.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think we still have plans that are forming still to do more for the living composers among our colleagues. We've done a few.
Hmm.
Um, Tatiana
Yep.
Rankovic and Dorothea in Australia. So
So stay
more of that,
tuned, right?
more of that's going to come. Yeah.
So I think it's time. Well, first of all, Sandra, I think you need to get your cake. Just so to acknowledge this celebration. So
Okay.
Sandra has a half cake that says, I don't know if you can see it, but it says half on it. So it's our half birthday. I got a full cupcake, but I figured a cupcake qualifies as half a cake.
I
So
think
cheers.
just eat half of it.
I don't think so. So cheers to us. Now, how can you all help us celebrate? We have a very easy way. So, if you don't already know, but for the month of March, which is Women's History Month, we want to feature videos of you all playing the works that we have been putting up on YouTube or any works that you have found that's on our spreadsheet that you like. Now, these can be as short as one tiny piece. It can be 30 seconds long. It can be 2 minutes long. It can be 10 minutes long. And most importantly, we want you to know it does not have to be perfect, whatever that means. We don't care. We just want this to be a community celebration of music written by women and of this project. And kind of we have a side reason we want to do this, which is that after 6 months of both of us recording a piece every week, which means learning a piece every week, we would really love a little vacation. So help us out, but also help buoy up these women composers that have been with us through the years and that are still with us, and submit your recordings to us so that we can put them up on our YouTube channel. So we do have another video on our channel that describes how to do that, but you can also tweet us, you can message us, you can email us and say, how do I get involved? So we have had several submissions already. We're super excited about that. But let's see, if we would really like to have 8 total at least, but we really would.
March is a long month. I'm not sure if we go Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can
But
go
we could
over
post
into
more.
April or
Yeah,
yeah. Send us
exactly.
hundreds, that's fine.
Exactly.
And if you have more than one piece, that's fine too. Send us more than one video.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you need help figuring out how to record too, let us know that as well. You don't need to edit it. We will go ahead and edit it. If you want dogs barking over wrong notes, Sandra is really good at doing that. She's done that for me. Honestly, she has put dogs barking over a really bad set of notes I made.
That was just for Halloween, especially for Halloween.
Sandra, I'm being honest here.
Yes, but it was only that I did that in Halloween because we only decided to learn that music overnight, basically. So
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
So anyway, but we also want to thank you all for all of your support.
Yeah.
Please keep getting the word out about what we're doing. We're kind of doing this in a bare bones way, in a way, just because we don't have time. But so we could use any help we could get spreading the word. And Sandra, you want to talk about your lovely, beautiful poster that I want?
We have merch. So here's the first bit of merch. So
That
I
is
don't
so
know if you can
gorgeous.
see that. It's all covers from piano music written by women. And we also have fridge magnets with the same image. So
So cool.
get your merch. That will be available on the coffee.com.
Okay, and we'll be putting the information and all those links in our description box too.
Yeah.
So, any last thoughts, Sandra?
Just thank you so much for all the cheerleading and all the interests. And when you like and you subscribe, you might think that doesn't mean anything, but it means a whole heck of a lot to us.
It
And your
does.
comments also, and your sharing and all that stuff that makes a big, big difference. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we have to go and eat cake.